at the start in the preseason, Miami was the preseason pick to win the ACC Coastal Division. But this was supposed to be Mario Cristobal was supposed to come in and turn it around. What we have seen is definitely not that. Miami be coming into this game 4-4 at this rate. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be political here with you on this one.
I mean, hey, facts are facts. Like, talk your stuff.
What has been to you, as somebody who covers this team, a graduate of the school, whatnot, what has been the biggest issue or the reason for Miami's difficulties through the first 2 months of the season?
Offensive line. That was the thing that Cristobal is a two-time national championship player along the offensive line for Miami. Brought in his best friend, Alex Mirabal, to coach the offensive line. Obviously, he's going to be there. Like, Cristobal works with the offensive line as well because, like, he's coached offensive line. Like, he coached at Alabama. He's coached, like, even when he was at FIU, like, he was heavily involved in that. And that was, I know that they had Jonathan Cyprian and they had T.Y. Hilton and everything, but the way that they played along the lines is really what helped FIU take a step forward. And it is very abundantly clear that Miami is deficient in talent, deficient in player development over the course of years. And I would say like a couple mango seasons of offensive line recruiting and development from being where they need to be. Now, there was a video put up on Twitter of somebody from Oregon's game last week and saying, man, Bo Nix had 8 seconds to throw the ball. He said it looked like a 7-on-7 out there. I said, well, those are the players left recruited and developed by Cristobal Mirabal. And so if you're looking, and it's a singular play as the microcosm, right, as the seed of what can grow into being, the tree of offensive line performance here in Miami. But it's been really bad. You're basically down 3 starters. Zion Nelson's played a handful of snaps all year. He's supposed to be your starting left tackle, a potential, top 2-round pick. He's played like a handful of snaps across 2 games. He's probably not going to play the rest of this year. Mario Cristobal keeps saying that he has setbacks and things, and he's not where we need to be. Look, buddy, like, we're coming into game 9, and the last time we saw him was game 4 or 5. I think it was 4. Yeah, because he didn't play after the bye week. So, like, shut him down, but that's a guy who's missing. Then you have John Campbell who stepped in, and he's been fairly decent at left tackle, but that should be your right tackle. Then you have DJ Scaife playing right tackle, who is 100% miscast at tackle. He should be a guard. Jalen Rivers, left guard, was our best offensive lineman last year. He's come back off of a knee injury. Cool. All right, great. Ja'Kai Clark, he got injured. He's been rotating with Jonathan Dennis. Cool. And then you're just playing anybody at right guard. Justice Oluwaseun had experience, but people always say that I hate players when I'm being critical, but his performance was that of a turnstile. And then he got injured and he's out for the year. But then now you're going to be like, okay, cool. We're going to rotate true freshmen, whether that's Inez Cooper, who I think can be really, really good. Like, one of the biggest steals in Miami's recruiting class last year, but he's a true freshman. Then you go Maurice Seymour, Big Baby Seymour. And I'm like, he's smaller, lighter. He is weaker and has a shorter wingspan than Inez Cooper. So Inez Cooper has been hit or miss, and then you bring a guy in who across the board is not as good as Inez Cooper. And then they're like, cool, we're going back to 73. Boom, we're going to put that in there. But when you consider your right guard, your right tackle is playing left tackle, and then your right guard is playing right tackle, you're still, at this point of the season, down at least 3 starters on the offensive line from where this optimal group for this year would be. Even though it wouldn't be great, it would be better. And that is really, really the thing. That and the same other thing that I've been saying for years. Improved athleticism at linebacker. Why we got guys who look like me running out there. And I'm 41 years old and a little bit overweight, and I'm not nearly as fleet of foot as I used to be in my 20s. But if you got linebackers running current day cam speed, that's not good. And we continue to have that. So I would say those are the 2 things that have been real issues.